Hey guys, Anthony here for Signal by Sony in the studio with Kenta from the Sony camera team and the new Cyber-shot HX50V. Welcome, Kenta.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about this new Cyber-shot.
So we're really excited about this model because we're bringing a lot of great features to a really attractive price point.
Tell me about the zoom capabilities in this.
The zoom capability is one of the highlights here. So we get 30 times zoom, which is actually makes this camera the smallest and lightest 30 times zoom camera out there.
Tell me about autofocus and the speed of autofocus and what kind of capabilities we have.
Exactly, so that's the key, right? If you're zooming out that far, a little subtle handshakes can make a big difference in framing. So this has very advanced AF technology. It works really great and very fast, even at the max telephoto range.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of stuff is kind of cross-pollinating here between products. The first thing I noticed, of course, is the electronic viewfinder. Is this the same one that we saw on the RX1?
Correct. So now if you have this viewfinder, you can actually put it onto this camera because it has a Me shoot.
So for people who may not know, what advantages will an EVF add to the camera?
Sure, yeah. So this EVF is really great. First of all, it's an OLED EVF. And you want to use an EVF on a camera like the HX50 when you're using it in broad daylight and when it's really sunny, like on the beach, for example.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the accessory shoe and how it works and what it adds to the camera.
Yeah, so we call it the Me shoe. It's the multi-interface shoe. This is based on a standard ISO shoe, so you can hook up a third-party flash if you wanted to. But what's different for us is at the end of the shoe, you have terminals here, and that's enabling accessories like the EVF to communicate through the camera to get you an EVF image here. So this works on this camera. It also works on the RX ones as well. You can also attach a flash and, as you said, external mic. So there's endless possibilities.
So the camera and the accessory talk to each other, and it
Exactly.
lets you either set things up through the camera or lets the camera take care of things for you.
Correct.
Awesome. What are we talking about in terms of image resolution?
So we have an Exmor R 20.4 megapixel image sensor in there. It can also do really fast burst shooting. It's 10 frames per second for 10 frames, so really nice there.
That's awesome. Does this have RAW support in it?
This one does not, but if you're not a RAW shooter, you shoot just JPEG, this is going to suit you perfectly fine. And you have a plethora of other controls as well. So you have all these custom controls, You also have the EB dial right there.
Yeah, this is cool because it looks like a lot of those nice manual touches are moving from the RX1 and the RX100 into some of the other cameras, which is great because it makes it a lot more comfortable for shooting. I'm assuming this shoots video as well.
Correct, yeah.
Are we talking 720, 1080?
Yeah, it goes all the way up to 1080, full HD, 60p.
Awesome. And in terms of connectivity here, am I using Wi-Fi on this? Do I get to remote control it via Wi-Fi?
So Wi-Fi check and GPS check. With your Wi-Fi, you can connect with your smartphone. With GPS, there's a really cool feature called GPS Logger. So it logs all the GPS coordinates when you're traveling. So when you're reviewing all of your photos, you can place them on a map.
Awesome. So I'm thinking about Wi-Fi and GPS, and that makes me think about battery life. How's the battery life?
Battery life is really great with just like any other Cyber-shot, Sony Cyber-shot model. This one does about 400 shots.
With that 30 times optical zoom, I'm also thinking about steady shot. What do we got in here?
It's an optical steady shot as well. Very nice.
I mean, it seems like you've got a lot of the bells and whistles here. If I'm a more creative shooter, have the picture effects and other settings made it into this one as well?
Exactly. So not only are we taking all the technical features of more advanced models, we're incorporating all the creative side as well. So as you said, picture effects is one of them. Now we're expanding picture effects to cover panorama and also video. So.
Oh wow, picture effects and video.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really cool. I like that. So when are we going to be able to get our hands on this, and how much does it run?
This is coming out in May for $450.
That's great. Thank you so much, Kenta, for bringing this by. If you guys want to know more about this new Cyber-shot, of course, you can find out everything at Sony.com. And if you want to know more about everything Sony makes, you can catch all of our videos at youtube.com/signal.